absolutely. You see it an awful lot after a set piece. You know, when somebody's on completely the wrong side, like Udogie was on that occasion.
The latest instalment of his battle with Solanke. Martinez. Romero, picturesque, away, gave it away, and he's a red.
He's caught Casemiro. Casemiro looks as if he's seriously hurt.
A real sore one for Casemiro, and you can tell by Romero's reaction that he was on the scene straight away. No malice in that, but it's a poor challenge, and he knows that it could have done a lot of damage.
Kartu merah. Romero. Mantap,
I mean, it looks even worse in slow motion to see the little bend in his ankle. Casemiro haven't been caught by Romero, and now Tottenham are going to have to get deeper and much more solid defensively. I mean, I would have thought Palhinha is going to be the one to drop in now, Jim.
Christian Romero dismissed for the second time this season, having had his marching orders against Liverpool sent off now at Old Trafford. And Spurs, who laid a solid enough foundation in this game, have got to play the last hour with 10 men. Significantly, Spurs will be without Romero for an hour here, but also for the next 4 league games. 3 for the red card for violent conduct, and the 4th game because it's his 2nd red card of the season. He'll miss Newcastle and Arsenal at home, the trip to Fulham, and then a game against Crystal Palace. And Radu Dragusin, so lightly raced over the last year because of injury, is getting ready to come on.
So who comes off? Is it Oliver? Did they sacrifice him?
I think you'll be absolutely right, Jim. Long, lonely walk for Christian Romero. A hasty reshuffle in terms of Tottenham's game plan. Dragusin started last week. It was his first half in just over a year. He'd had that horrendous ACL injury. And confirmation that he will be replacing Wilson Oliver. Another game, yet another centre-half partnership for Spurs. Dragusin alongside Van de Ven. I didn't looking to try and make an immediate impact with his numerical advantage. Made him mistime that. Back from Shaw, play's going to have to stop because of the head injury.
To Gallagher. Not too good for Shaw either.
That was the initial contact, and then a second one between Simons and Shaw that to the Manchester United player. Two players down in separate incidents. Casemiro seemingly is okay after the red card challenge from Romero.
I don't think anybody can argue against that. I mean, it's pretty blatant, and you know, right under the referee's nose.
Well, it's been well documented just how difficult it's been for Thomas Frank to get a team out. Romero's comments about it last weekend did not go down well within the club. This public vilification of the decision makers that have left Spurs with only 11 fit players last week, in Romero's words. And they are today without Maddison, Kulusevski, Danso, Davis, Bergvall, Bentancur, Kudus, Richarlison, Porro, Spence. It just goes on and on. Now, without Romero as well.
You correct me if I'm wrong, but the last two seasons as well, I mean, they've been riddled with injuries, Tottenham.
It's Casemiro's ball in.
I remember Ben and Goodison last season, they were missing 10.
They pine for those heady days where they're only missing 10. It's Cunha. Gallagher given permission to come back on, so Spurs at least restored to 10. The very nature of that dismissal suggests that it's going to develop as a rearguard action for Spurs here. That spell where they had nearly all of the ball and much of it in Manchester United territory, but it will be United who are dominating territory from here on in.
4-4-1 or 4-2-3 for Tottenham, depending with or without the ball. Yeah, that was meant to be kind of all Brazilian. There wasn't a Cunha trying to seek out Casemiro in the end.
Final 10 minutes of the first half, but it will be significantly elongated. Shaw. Trying to thread it through towards Ahmad in the break Fernandez way. Well, the deflection spun it towards goal. Out of play for a corner.
And this is an absolutely crucial touch and block. Van de Ven, I think, has done his team a big favour, and even then it wasn't that far away.
Ball heading for the bottom right-hand corner, very least, spun in towards the top left. United with the first corner of the day. Maguire very adept attacking this kind of situation, trying to get away from Conor Gallagher. It's worked in Shaw, and he falls from Burno, squeezes it in.
Goal!
Legs to give Manchester United the lead.
botak Memo.
Renaissance, gathering pace. Not a clean strike.
Memo.
But Vicario can't set piece gives United the lead.
I think everybody loves a bit of initiative on a set piece that catches the opposition, and it's clearly a training ground exercise that's been used again to the full. Ahmad, the little kind of short run, the flick back, and Mbemo, in fact, you know, you're right, Jim, he knocks it into the ground, and I think it's true that Vicario has not picked it up until a little too late, and no wonder he's applauding.
Last 6 against Spurs. They've got a deadlock in this fixture when the two sides met in North London earlier this season has given Manchester United a lead at roughly the same time in the game. And now a goal up and a man up. They'll be extremely disappointed if they don't make it 4 straight wins from here.
Gol Mbemo.
Spraying it wide for Ahmad without the music quality. Challenge by Gallo. Coming again. On the slide, puts it out of play for a corner. Manchester United are rampant.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's compounded. Tottenham is sending off, then the goal concession, and it's just a kind of an open door at the moment for Manchester United to try and get a bigger advantage before the break.
Having a word with Casemiro. Mbemo. Back in from him again, and good save from Vicario. The defensive flick caused all kinds of problems. And Vicario had to stick a hand up very swiftly to deal with Casemiro's effort.
Yeah, I mean, it came off Solanke's head to set him up, but great agility from Vicario. And Mbemo, having kind of been too subtle on the corner, got it right with the cross.
They've gone short again. Ahmad wriggle his way through past Xavi Simons. Doggy doubling up. It's the free kick of Lisandro Martinez.
Of course, it's Kobe Mainoo who made the little run, and yeah, I mean, perfected really on the training ground and brought into great use today.
You can see how much Michael Carrick enjoyed it. Ahmad's made a great run forward here. Manchester